Hey there everybody, what is going on? My name is Aditya and welcome back to another brand new video on my channel. I know it's been quite a while, but I'm really sorry. I was not able to upload due to some certain problems, like my computer just went out. What I really mean by went out is its hard disk is not working, its motherboard went out, and that means it was completely shit. It was working like a shit, so that's why I was not able to record anything. And all the recording that I had pre-recorded, like I had 5 or 6 pre-recorded videos, uh, including this one that I'm doing right now again. I had pre-recorded it on that computer, but as soon as I uploaded the last video about the directory structure, just like in after an hour or so, my computer freaked out, and it was not turning on at all. Then I went ahead, I did lots of things, but I was not able to figure out. And even now, what I'm recording on currently is a laptop right in front of me. So obviously I guess you guys will enjoy this now, because this is going to be in 1080p, and obviously no more personal files. There's just this Aurelia.js setup that I had just put down, and obviously I wasn't even interested in going ahead and getting this on this laptop. I was still trying to figure out how to get work around that PC, but I guess that is going to be it for that PC. RIP, rest in peace, my fucking PC. I'm really sorry for using that swear word, by the way. But anyways, we are gonna be going into the very first and the very most important topic in the Aurelia.js, and that is obviously data binding. So what I really mean when I say the data binding, now I don't know if you have ever heard of this concept before, but you know you might have seen it somewhere. So let's just consider of data binding as it binds the JavaScript file with the front end, and you don't really need any alternative code like in jQuery you used to go ahead and create. So obviously the binding was something similar to that. In jQuery, if you wanted to check out what the input was, let's just say there's one input option. Well, data binding is not limited to input, just sort of saying right now. But when you are using jQuery, if you have used jQuery, actually I may change that to something like that. If you have ever used jQuery, there was a time point where you needed to get the data of the input from the user and then switch around the things in the JavaScript and then send it to the backend server. So if you have ever encountered this kind of thing, obviously most of you are noobs, so maybe you might not have encountered this kind of thing, but most of the times it occurs. So in that cases, you had to write like a lots of JavaScript code, a lots of jQuery code, and the result used to be the same. But what happens with these all the front end frameworks that are popping out right now is that you can simply sort of just go ahead, get around these things, and you simply just try to work around with them. There's the binding in there, just they say bind, and it works sort of different in every single front-end framework. Like in React it works differently, in AngularJS it works a little bit differently, and obviously in Aurelia.js it is gonna be working a little bit differently. So I got my app.js and app.html. Now in case you are wondering where are these files, well, obviously these are files in the source folder of your Aurelia project that is present inside your source. Then there's app.html and app.js. Obviously you can go ahead and create around another few of these files. Just be sure to go ahead and change where is the starting point of the application inside of the index.html, and the stuff like that. So obviously you need to change and work around those things, but these two files are going to be doing it for this episode. So I'm not going to be getting into some super rocket stuff, in rocket science stuff, but let's just go ahead and give this thing a try. So this is a class that is being exported. Now think of it as a component that is being exported out of the Aurelia.js. Well, I'm just explaining these things, by the way. And if you really want to get into the coding part, well, you need to understand everything that I am doing before you go ahead and get into the coding part. And by the way, if you are hearing those cracking sounds, there's the Diwali festival going on in India. That's why I cannot. I cannot even stop them. I'm really sorry. Just in case my mic is being a little bit too much sensitive and taking those sounds. Just saying. So, uh, here there is a little constructor. Well, obviously I'll be going over how the activity component lifecycle works in Aurelia.js, but this is not going to be in this video. My videos are sort of structurally organized, and I don't know how many times I have been diverted from the start of this video. But anyway, I'm exporting a class named as app, and inside of here I'm exporting a template that is something like this. And obviously I can go ahead and then create around some of the generators and the stuff like that, but I'm not really interested in that right now. What I'm interested in is binding this data with the backend. Now let's front end backend. I'm really sorry with the JavaScript line of codes. I'm really sorry. I was not working around with anything. I was not playing around any programming tasks since a lots of days because my computer is working like shit. It is not working at all, to be honest with you. So now this is constructor class, and there's this little variable which is having the message of hello world, and then there's the app.html where I'm just simply going ahead and fitting dollar mustache bar, I guess that's what you say, and hitting in the message. So obviously that works exactly same as the app.js file. So what is data binding in action? Well, let's just say I have an input. I got some class. Let's just say class equals blah 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 blah, and let's just say, whatever the value is there inside of this input type, I want this value to be exactly taken out on the message bar. So what do? Value dot bind. Well, obviously inside of the regular attribute you would have said value equals to, and obviously I could say that. Well, let's just say value equals to Aditya, which is my name. Obviously I can simply see that there's the input type with the name, and then there's that h1 tag with the message that is the hello world message over here. So obviously you can go ahead and work around with something like that, but lots of buts. So here we go. So value dot bind. Now what it is doing, it is gonna bind that value, and as soon as that value changes, it is gonna be changing around the message. Well, obviously it is gonna show me error now because I have set up this little weird variable. Well, in case I go ahead and set up this variable over here, I'm really sorry. I'm really getting confused with this laptop keys. I'm really sorry. Okay, so let's just see if we can go ahead and print out dollar. Okay, obviously that's a convention that you have to go ahead and put it in the smaller case. That variable name should be in smaller case, starting with the smaller case. Actually, I do prefer that thing, so I'm really sorry in case you don't love that thing. So obviously you just saw how did that work. So I can simply just go ahead and take that out, and I really want just a message. There we go. Well, obviously you don't really need to you don't really require to go ahead and declare this little variable in the app.js file. You can simply just go ahead and do some certain stuff like that, but obviously it is just sort of good to work around those kind of things. So here we go. So there's hello world and here's hello world. So what we're gonna be doing right now, well, let's just say that's my school's name. So obviously I just changed around stuff, and it just sort of changed. Well, another thing that we should be taking a note of is there are certain things that you can specify inside the binding message. So value.bind message, and let's just say I want something more. Okay, space, and now what do I want? Well, let's just say I want to throttle the speed so that after 2 seconds it will be going ahead and showing me out. So well, I'll be showing you two different options in here. That is, one is throttle, one is debounce, and one of them which is really performance efficient, which I'll not be showing because I don't really want to. You can go ahead and research it out yourself if you really love to. But I may tell, this is one of the most performance efficient way. That is the one time throttle and debounce. I'm gonna be showing it right now. So throttle equals to 2000. Now what does the 2000 mean? Obviously it means 2000 milliseconds. The reason why I'm speaking so loud is because of this fireworks that is going around. Well, anyways, message and throttle equals 2000. That is, after the 2 seconds it will be showing up me the message. Well, did I go ahead and save it? I guess I did something wrong. I just figured out, I guess, what I did wrong. Well, you had to put semicolon over there, not equals to, because obviously the equals to won't be working inside of there. This is one of the things that I really hate about Aurelia.js, and obviously it didn't show me any error over here. I guess it should have shown some error. What is that thing? Okay, I was trying to go ahead and work around the HTTP server. Well, obviously, so that's completely off the point, I guess. So now what is happening over here? Now I am typing in here and the component is being updated. It is not being updated that regularly, but it is being updated after the 2 seconds I type in something. I am typing the lyrics of the rap god, obviously, so you can go ahead and read them all if you want. Well, obviously it is working like just as intended. Now let's just say I'm putting in here this, it works. I'm putting in here throttle, speed, test. Obviously it is working after every 2 seconds as soon as you're typing it. But let's just say you don't want that to appear as soon as the user is typing it, still typing it. You want that after the user has typed it and you are getting the output. Well, in that case, obviously what you need to do is use the debounce. Yeah, okay, so I can simply just go ahead and say, let's just say this, then after the 2 seconds I stop the typing, it just goes ahead and prints that out. Well, let's just say I'm saying I don't know, just tell me any one thing that you know about that you are thinking. Okay, I got this one little poster over here. Cowards never start, weak never finish. Obviously you can see that it is not being updated after every 2 seconds, but after I stop typing, it just goes ahead and research that. Winners never quit. Well, by the way, that's the poster right above this laptop right now on my wall. So, one of the good posters to have in your room right now. So, yeah, I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. So, I guess that was going to be it for this video. It was really small video, I know, just the data binding stuff, but I made it pretty long, like 15 minutes. After editing it will be like 11-10 minutes. I'm really sorry for not uploading, but my goal for this month is that upload every single day, no matter how many videos you upload. Like I can upload 3 videos, I can upload 4 videos once a day. So obviously there are gonna be way more consistent uploads this week, because even my mic was been sitting around here since last 2 weeks, not doing anything and not recording any voiceovers. Like that sexy voice that I have, it was not recording. So obviously I'm gonna be going ahead and keep on doing these things. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you loved this video, just go ahead and slap that like button and subscribe to me. We are really close to 150 subscribers. So yeah, that's it. Peace out.